Hello, this is part two of the K-pop Demon Hunters reaction to the whole movie. I wanted to just first respond to some comments. First of all, I just talk sometimes. I'm not completely informed on everything because I'm not AI, I'm not a search engine, and I'm not an encyclopedia. So sometimes I just speak. I don't look up everything. So I'll correct things when I'm wrong. So there was a debate about Spanish guitar, and then I meant it to very, like, what my implication of Tuxedo Mask is this kind of flamenco-esque, it's a Spanish dance. It comes from Spain. And this is like the typical Tuxedo Mask entrance, like this. Notice how you get the rose and the brum, the little guitar chord when he throws the rose. Very flamenco, okay?
It's Tuxedo Mask.
Shame on you, Miss
And he wears a hat. Okay. So all I said in the last video is that I saw that character in the demon area who was wearing a hat, and then there seemed to be some sort of guitar-esque instrument. And I was like, oh, that reminds me of Tuxedo Mask. And someone was so mad. They're like, you are so ignorant. How could you speak of such a thing? I'm like, no, literally, like, it just reminded me of it. Like, it doesn't mean it's the same. It doesn't mean that it's copying. It doesn't mean that it's even exactly the same. It's just like resembled in my mind, at least how my mind associates. That's just how my mind works. My mind's all about associations. Like if I see a rainbow, I might think of Skittles. Like that doesn't mean that like rainbows mean Skittles. It's just the candy Skittles. It comes up. That's just how my mind works. It's very associative. So I was like, oh, cool. A guy wearing a hat that's kind of floating. Tuxedo Mask used to fly. So that's what reminded me of Tuxedo Mask. Now, in terms of this, it became literally the origin of the guitar. Like, there's similarly looking guitars all over Europe and Asia, the Korean one and China. Then they're like, well, did it come from China? Did it come from Asia? Second century. So then there was a whole debate in the comments about what is the origin of the guitar? What is the lute? What is the instrument played in K-pop Demon Hunters by in the demon world? I don't know the character names yet because I've only watched 10 minutes of the movie. But it was about to be the part where they're like, we're forming a boys' demon band. So if you haven't watched my first part, maybe go back to my part one. I'll link it everywhere. But yeah, it's in my playlist called K-pop Demon Hunters. I listened to the song Golden first. That was my first introduction to this movie. Okay, the other interesting thing that got people really mad is I said something like, I know a lot of Gen Zs like K-pop, and they were like, what do you mean? Everybody likes K-pop. How could you say that? Da, 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 da. It's like, oh, she's obviously showing her age. Da, 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 da. I'm like, no, guys, I understand that K-pop is an international phenomenon and loved by like all age groups. I am a teacher. Most of my students are children from like age 7 until 18. Okay. So I work with a lot of tweens, like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's like my main age group I teach. It happens to be that as I've been teaching, a lot of teen girls, especially, and some boys, have been obsessed with K-pop groups. And they're the ones who told me about K-pop. They're the ones that told me about so many groups. Like there's, I can't even name them all because like I've watched the YouTube videos and there's just so many. There's like, I've seen at least 20 K-pop groups, maybe 30, and I can't remember them all. But they're just, it's a big deal, right? So I understand that it's a big deal. It's just something that I didn't listen to on my own, and I really only became aware of it from basically 3 places. 1, my students. 2, I had the game Just Dance, and Just Dance had a few K-pop numbers. It like nega che chalaka, nega che chalaka, oh bum bum ba da 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 da, eh da ba da 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 da. That one. I am the best. So I know that song. I like Blackpink. Blackpink in your area, bum bum da da. Okay, like. So I understand K-pop is big and not just for Gen Z. So just for people that got really offended, okay? I love anyone who can sing and dance and perform. It's like I grew up with boy bands. I grew up with Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and a lot of these bands, they're like that. Like they sing and dance and they perform, and it's great. I think it's a great genre. And a lot of the music's super catchy and fun. A lot of the rappers and singers are super talented. So that's all I have to say. Like I like it. So without further ado, again, if you are just tuning in for part 2, basically, I just got to hear where they were like, we're going to form a boy group, a boy band, whatever, and that was it, okay? Now, what else did I talk about? I talked about how before I was born, when my parents were first married, like many, many years before I was born, they lived in Korea for a year. And so so when they came back from Korea, they were very used to Korean food. And so therefore, they took me to Korean restaurants my entire life. The other thing is, I used to live in Los Angeles. I lived really close to Koreatown. Koreatown is, I heard, and again, this is just me quoting something I heard. It might be fake. You can correct me. Los Angeles has the most Koreans living together in one population outside of Korea. Okay, you could correct me on that, but I believe it's the largest Korean population of people outside of Korea, at least for America, for sure. So anyway, I grew up with a ton of Korean influence, right? I've been to Korean spas. There's some really cool Korean spas in Los Angeles that are like traditional bathhouses, Korean bathhouses. It's awesome. So again, I like Korean stuff. I love Korea. I love Korean food. So I think K-pop has always been a really cool thing, and I'll listen to it. I like dancing. I like listening to music. It's just, yes, do I mostly hear about it from my 12, 13, and 14-year-old students who are obsessed with K-pop, and the only thing they listen to is K-pop, and they won't do anything but K-pop. Yes, that doesn't mean that non-12-year-olds don't like it. Of course they do. People are like, I'm a boomer and I love this movie. I'm like, great. I'm a millennial and I love this movie. We can all love this movie regardless of our age group. It's just a good movie. And again, so yeah, for my channel, if you want to request anything, just the best way is go to this link tree here and just click on this request form. You can just, it doesn't cost anything to fill it out. It's free. And then other than that, I have kind of playlists here, and I think the playlists are kind of easier to see. So I do have the K-pop Demon Hunters playlist here. And so far, again, all I have is reaction to Golden, a YouTube short from that clip, and then the first 10 minutes of the movie. So we're going to resume now. And I guess I can always stop and look things up here if we need to. But I can just turn off this window for now. I'm like, I don't know why I need it. I don't. Hopefully this little icon over the screen will be enough that Netflix won't block it. But if it does, I'll have to blur more of the screen like I did last time. But fingers crossed this is going to work. Okay. And then I think we can hear. We're going to resume.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, totally gonna
That's
work.
totally gonna
100%.
Okay. I know you, Gina. In 400 years, you've never done a single thing that didn't serve yourself. What do you want?
The memories. I want them erased.
Do we just see gold?
Yeah, I can't believe we're doing it.
So exciting!
Okay, you know what this means. It's time to release the song.
Yes,
Gonna
it's
turn it
finally
gold.
time.
The moment we've waited
for. Whoa, that was weird.
Good thing we're taking a break.
Yeah, sounds like you need the rest.
Yeah, just need a little water.
Did someone say water?
Hi, Bobby!
Water, now! What a way to end the world tour! And that finale with the guy in the demon suit exploding into confetti.
So chill.
Those special effects looked amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I like about the movie is that it moves super fast. It moves at today's pace. Because when you watch old movies, now that we have phones and we're used to like, sorry, this water bottle's like right there. When we have phones and we're like constantly like, on things, and TikTok's really fast, right? You're just scrolling and like your information's coming really fast, and we talk pretty fast. When you watch old movies sometimes now, the pacing is so slow. Like there'll be like silent moments. There'll be parts without dialogue. There'll be like a camera pan. You know, this is just like, and I'm like, it stimulates me a lot. I like it. Okay, so far, now we're back to the plot. All I learned from that little last dialogue part is that, why am I so bad? By the way, I'm really bad with names. Like, that's how I am in real life, by the way, too. Like, if I met you, I'd be like, where'd you go to school? Where are you from? What do your parents do? Da, da. I would be able to tell you, like, who your best friend, like, where you're from, like, what you like to eat, like, what ice cream flavor. I will remember all of that, and I won't remember people's names. So that's just, like, my own deficiency. So, again, judge me. Be like, you're an ignorant idiot. You don't know anything. It's like, that's just my brain. So it takes me a lot of effort. And I have to see the subtitles, too, you know? So that will help me because I have to read it to really know it. So, okay, let's keep going.
Special effects.
This is gonna break the bank, but oh, look at these social numbers. They're off the charts. And to celebrate, I booked you a week-long staycation at the fanciest, most exclusive relaxation resort in Korea.
Sorry, Bobby. We already have plans.
What? What plans?
We got the hottest ticket in town.
To our couch.
Bobby, you should go enjoy the resort. This tour has been grueling for everyone. You deserve it.
Me? Oh, no, I couldn't possibly. Just kidding, road me. I'm a 34 short, please. See you in a couple weeks, girls.
Bye, Bobby. All right, 2 weeks of vacation.
Yes, vacation.
I can't wait to eat kimbap and stare at the ceiling.
I already picked out a movie for us. It's actually a list of 702-second videos I want you to watch all about turtles.
Sounds super boring. I'm so down.
Let's do this. It's time.
Couch.
I like how they work together, but they're also like best friends. Like they actually are hanging out with each other when they're not, it's like, hey, we're taking 2 weeks of vacation. Instead of being like, oh, let's go home to our families or let's like spend time with our real friends. They're just like, oh, let's just hang out together and like veg and eat. And like, by the way, I like that whole launch thing. I've released music onto Spotify. I've written songs. They're not like good or anything, but I know that feeling of being like, okay, like we're sending it out now. It's like send it out to the world. Even when I publish a YouTube video, even if it only gets like 300 people, I'm like, wow, I launched, like ready? We're launching, like, okay. So I was like, ooh, that's like a nice little side moment that she's launching Golden. I'll keep that in mind for later because at this point in the movie, we haven't heard Golden, but she's like, oh, it's going to be the big thing. They just talked about that. What I was saying is, the guy wearing the hat who's starting a boy band, the demon dude, he has some kind of sordid past. He wants the memories erased. Something. So that sounds interesting. I'm intrigued by that, and I don't even know who he is. I've met him for like 30 seconds so far in this movie.
Couch.
Oh, yeah. That's
So
the stuff.
relaxing.
Yeah. Hey, have a good break?
What? No, we literally just sat down.
Why are you in your new costume?
Rumi, you
didn't.
Did you announce the new
The
single?
promo starts tomorrow.
Tonight?
No,
Rumi,
no, wait, but the pajamas.
No.
No.
Girls, you won't believe this.
Bobby.
No more relaxing time.
Your new single is on fire. Everyone's listening to it.
Yay.
So let's go promo!
New single. New single.
I was a ghost, I was alone. 두어진 길 속에 given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I'm meant to be. I lived 2 lives, tried to paint both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Caught a bad child, 'cause I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid. 끝없이 on stage, I'm done hiding now.
I love it
I'm
already.
shining like I'm born to be. We dreaming hard, we came so far now. I believe we're going up, it's our moment. You know together we're glowing. Gonna be golden.
Do you see my head bobbing right now? Tell us more about that new single, Golden.
It's the story of us.
It's a song about who we are and where we're going next.
And the first live performance is
Now
tonight.
I'm shining like I'm born to be.
It's the beginning of a new chapter for us, for the whole world. And we're so excited to show you what's next.
Waited so long to break these walls down, to wake up and feel like me. Put these patterns all in the past now, and finally live like the girl they all see. No
Okay, so remember, I watched this video, the lyric version, and now I'm seeing it in the context of the movie. So I think that when everyone's watching the music video and it's the scenes of them singing and then like in the car, that's the actual music video they're releasing. I think this part that she just did is not in the music video. That's her talking to us. Okay? Like, I couldn't have known that until I saw this part of the movie from when I saw the lyric video. Because the lyric video is a compilation of that and then like random stuff because it's the lyric video, right? So that little segment was not the people watching the music video that's released. It's like her talking about what's going on, like putting on this promo outfit. But she was the one who was like promoting it, being like, guys, we have to release a song, we have to promote. And they're like, oh, we just want to eat, right? And now they're out doing their performance and stuff. This is like real time, but they're still singing the song. It's such a brilliant way to like integrate, instead of just playing the full music video inside their world, we're seeing the music video become just a musical. Like they're in a movie and they're just singing at the same time. It's very natural. It's very good. It's good.
Rumi's voice is so incredible!
I can't wait to hear it live!
Huh?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's take it again. From the top.
I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like a butterfly.
Rumi, are you okay? Do you need some water?
I just ate 5. I'm gonna take 5.
5 minutes. We go live in 10.
Okay, I can handle this. I'm not having a nervous breakdown. Visualize there's not 10,000 fans at the door screaming and sounding really scary.
Mayday! Mayday! There's 10,000 fans at the door screaming and sounding really scary!
My voice? No.
We are hunters, voices strong, slaying demons with our song. Fix the world and make it right. When darkness finally meets the light. Celine, do hunters kill all demons?
Yes.
So everything that has patterns?
Cover those up. You only have those because
My dad was a demon?
you're not one of them, Rumi. You're a hunter, just like your mother was. When the whole moon is sealed, all the demons will be gone from this world, and so will your patterns.
So these will be gone?
Yes, those will be gone.
Okay, reveal. Her dad is a demon. And that's why she has the demon patterns on her. Even though she's a hunter. That's crazy. Also, very traumatic, the whole not being able to hit the note thing. As a singer, I once had a vocal cord injury. Like, you've heard of nodules, right? Where like people get nodules. I had a thing called a vocal cord hemorrhage, which means my vocal cord was bleeding. And then it left a polyp. And then I couldn't hit a bunch of notes. Like, they just didn't work. And my voice was raspy for like a few years. And I had to go through like rehabilitation and like go to a speech therapist. And like, when you identify so much as a singer, and I use my voice for everything I do, teaching, YouTube, everything, like, you know, my life, your friends, socializing, it's really traumatic to then not have your voice. So like that feeling of her trying to sing it, and then maybe the first time you're like, oh, it's just a fluke, she can't hit the high note today, because things happen. Sometimes you're just sick or something, or your voice is hurt. Then when she realizes it happened again, traumatic. And then we get this flashback. So yeah, that's so relatable. Hold on, where are we? 18 minutes. Let's go a little more.
You always say no, Rumi. You're so modest. It's just a bathhouse.
Maybe some other time. You guys go ahead.
Every time.
Maybe they'll understand.
No, Rumi. Nothing can change until your patterns are gone.
By the way, that little segment of the singing that was so real and not edited like the way the Golden song is, to me that's like way more powerful and touching and just like deep, and she just sang it so well and so dramatically and with so much meaning, and that's so good. Like I liked that little 10-second clip of the song done in that way rather than the like K-popped version. Personally, I mean, like I'm touched. This is sad. Now we have really good things. Like so far as a plot, like this movie has given us everything. They've introduced us right away to the story in the very beginning. Like, oh, they're hunters, there's demons. Okay. Then it's like, oh, they're pop stars. Okay, great. They have this rigorous schedule. Oh, they just released a song. We don't know much about the bad guy yet. We just know that something's going to happen. Now, before we even know that, like we barely know that there's going to be like this whole big plot happening. We know it, but we don't know anything yet. Now we see our main character has a major struggle. And we don't know what this impact on her voice. Is it going to be just her voice, or is she going to die generally? Like I have a lot of questions. And why? Is like by killing the demon, she's going to kill herself? If they rid the world, the Hunmoon, then does that mean she also is destroyed because she's part demon? Questions? Again, don't spoil it for me. I'm watching this in clips. But this is what I'm thinking as a viewer. But already I'm like, I need to know what happens to this girl now. She's so likable. And she's so pretty. And she has such a nice voice. And she's caring about her friends. And now she's struggling.
How am I supposed to fix the world? Fix me when I don't have my voice? Why now when I'm so close? Why?
That was really cool, the little like evil echoey voice that came back.
I'm sorry about the show.
Rumi, it's okay. I'm sure everything will be fine. Bobby can handle it. Hi, Bobby.
Girls, I can't handle this. There's thousands of disappointed fans and the network is losing their minds. Okay, this is why you pay me 3%. Okay, back off. My girls will sing when they're ready.
It's okay. We can reschedule another live show within days.
I don't know if that's going to be possible. My voice, it's in trouble.
Wait, in trouble? Then why did you push up the Golden release?
Because we're so close, and it's so important.
Okay, how do we handle this? What do we tell the fans? Maybe we should call Celine?
We know what she'd say, Zoe.
Oh, right. We are hunters. Voices strong. Your faults and fears must never be seen.
Whoa, you sound exactly like her.
Yeah, that's exactly how she says it.
No, but that's what
Yeah,
we
no,
gotta
for
do.
sure.
We
We
gotta
have to
hide
hide
it.
it.
We gotta hide it and fix it.
Rumi, why don't we take a break? We'll skip the Idol Awards this year and...
No way. It's our most important show. It's when we strengthen the Hunmoon for the entire year. We can't skip it. We just can't. Not when I'm so close.
Hey, we'll get through this. We can get through anything. Together.
Okay, we have 2 weeks to fix Rumi's voice. Any ideas?
I do have one idea.
Just one?
Actually 57, but let's start with my favorite. Don't worry, it's totally legit. He's got this special tonic. Apparently, it can heal anything from sore throats to relationship problems. Shh, quietly, Zoe.
Why are there so many people today?
Oh, it's down that alleyway.
Free concert. It's at noon.
Who are the Saja boys?
Yep, about as legit as I expected.
Earthy and herby. Smells legit to me.
Yay! That's the spirit! Kata, 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 kata.
Hurry, before someone sees us.
Huh?
Rumi님. Sit. You need no introduction. So, a problem with your voice.
Yes, so we need one of your awesome tonics. Something that will work super fast.
Okay, let me see.
Ah.
In order to heal a part, we must understand the whole. I see. I see. No, actually, I don't see. Very strange. You have lots of walls up.
Whoa, he's so good, right?
So many walls.
Walls? I don't have walls.
Yeah, you do. He is kind of good.
I'm just trying to stay focused.
Focus is good. But focusing on one part leads to ignoring other parts, making you separated, isolated.
Ooh, emotionally closed off?
Yes, yes!
She's also a workaholic, doesn't know how to relax.
I know how to relax.
I bet she refuses to go to the bathhouse with you.
Oh my gosh, yes!
How did you even...
Dude, we've been trying to take her to the bathhouse
Forever!
How is this helpful?
It's helping me a lot.
Whoa, I can't believe you got all that wisdom just from looking at her.
I see.
Wait, why are you looking at me?
Eagerness to please. Maybe a little too eager.
What? I'm not like that. You guys would tell me if I was really like that, right?
I see.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, how does this help me get my voice?
Okay, like the puppy voice, his eyes getting all big when he's looking at them. Oh my god, it's so funny. The animation's so good too. It's like, it's so creative. It just looks nice. Like, that was funny. Like, he can read them. I see the whole picture. Rumi's she's definitely avoidant attachment. She's like very closed off, very private, definitely hiding things. Yes. And I'm in my swim robe.
He's back.
As I said, to treat the part, we must understand the whole.
That's great and all, but I thought we were here just for your tonics.
Just give us the boys' juice.
I know just the tonics you need.
Is that us? Zoe.
Your tonics are ready!
We got the tonics! Woo! We got the tonics! Yay! Once your voice is fixed, we can get back to the important stuff, like the fans. Fans!
We can't let them see us here.
Okay, cool. Look normal.
Oh yeah. Come on. Take your time.
Okay, I think I have to watch this as a separate thing. So I'm going to end this video now and then react to this next part separately as a song, I think. Yeah, this movie moves really fast because like I said, the whole thing's only an hour and a half. I'm sure part of that's credits. And we're only like 24 minutes in, and I feel like an entire movie has already happened. Like, there's so many details to remember. So it's also, I think, good that I'm watching it in segments because I'm like, I need to reflect upon everything. Also, before the video started, I talked about Korean bathhouse, and then they talked about bathhouse. It's a big thing, okay? It's nice too. Lots of different hot tubs and so relaxing. I like that. I like the whole like bathhouse culture. Who doesn't? I mean, it's like nice, right? But she doesn't want to relax. Rumi definitely has a lot of walls up, very guarded, not very open, has a lot to hide. So she's a good main character in that sense because she's relatable, but also like, because we all hide things, right? But she's also very intriguing because you don't know everything, and that makes you kind of want to know more, and it draws you in as an audience. So I really want to know Rumi. So, all right, well, good. Now in the comments, you guys can go after all the things that I said that were stupid, which is fine. Again, I'm not AI. I'm not an encyclopedia. And I just say what I think. So I'm not going to get everything right. I'm probably going to get most things wrong, but it's just me just watching a movie. But it's really good. So I'm glad everybody told me about this. And I'm so glad Netflix made this. I'm assuming it's really well produced. So good job, Netflix. Good job for this whole concept. Like demon hunters. And I like how they're called the Huntrix. Clever. Everything's kind of coming together now. And of course, you guys have all seen the movie like 30 times apparently. So I might need to watch it a few times totally through before I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. Okay. So it's just like, once I finish the whole watching, reacting, and then I can watch it all through. It's just like not stopping and not reacting. And then I'll finally be like, oh, I get it now. And by the way, I do like Bobby. What I said in the first video, I was like, what are they doing with portraying this character? I thought they were going to like make him a slapstick character, But they actually are just making him like a really nice guy, and he actually seems like a really understanding manager, which is nice because a lot of managers just want money and they would push people to do things they don't want. And so when the girls were like, we need the day off, we can't perform, he like dealt with it. He didn't force them to do it. So he does put himself in between the fans and them to protect them, and I do respect that about him, and he seems to be doing a good job. So I'm pro Bobby now. Bobby's like good guy. So all right, next, let's see what happens next in the movie. Subscribe to find out when I post the next one. Bye.